Happy Money Monday. It's Bridgette here tuning in. Excuse me. It is the second Monday of January 2022. And I'm not sure about you, but I came into the year guns blazing, really excited. In fact, my word for the year is vitality. And wouldn't you know that I ended up with a massive cold. So it's just about trying to go with the flow and get it out of the way. So if your year didn't start out quite as you expected, don't fret, because I'm in the same boat, but I'm still determined to move forward. So I want to share something with you today. Many of you that have been following along know that one of my favorite practices is the calendar review, which I not only do on an annual basis, but I do it quarterly a lot, just to kind of make sure that I'm not going back into people-pleasing mode and I'm not saying yes to all the things and maybe no to the things that I really want to do, right? So it's really important for so many reasons that I go through that process, and that I encourage you to do the same, especially as business owners. And I don't mean just business tasks, I mean personal tasks. It's all connected. So what I want to share with you today is one really important thing that came out of my calendar review that I think will intrigue you as well. Not just intrigue you, but benefit you as you move forward in your business. So listen up. The number one thing that I was kind of unexpectedly came out of my 2021 calendar review was follow-ups. So if you're like me, you have a lot of conversations throughout the year. In this case, probably Zoom calls, maybe some in-persons, but you have a lot of conversations. And if you don't have a system like a CRM, a customer relationship manager, or some sort of system where you track those conversations and follow up, those can get lost. Now, these conversations are gold to us as entrepreneurs, as relationship-based businesses. They can get lost, and then all of that effort, all of that connection, all of that momentum gets lost with it. So it's important that we go back and look at the conversations that we did have and follow up with those people if they are our people. And I want to really set that disclaimer on this. So I made a list. I had my calendar review. I do it in my little notebook. And I wrote the people, the energy that I want to be in, that I want to call in. And if I had a conversation with somebody where I wasn't feeling quite that energy, or there wasn't really just this equal energy exchange, if you will, where it might not be something I'd want to continue, that's okay too. So not everybody that you had a conversation with in 2021 is somebody that you have to have a follow-up with, but you get to determine that, right? This is what we're doing. Lifestyle entrepreneur, life by design, being really intentional with our time. So here's what I recommend you do. As you do your calendar review, look at all the conversations that you had last year, determine which ones you'd like to reconnect with. Whether there's a business opportunity tied to it or not, maybe they're just an amazing human and you loved their energy. Follow up on that. So here's what I recommend. 3 things that you do once you identify that there was a conversation with somebody you want to continue with. Number 1, look at your notes from the call. If you're like me, I make notes on all of my calls and I keep them somewhere in some stack of varying notebooks, right? So I have to go through and figure out where those are. But go look at your notes and see what you all talked about. What was the tone? What was the theme the last time you connected? When did you connect? Has it been a year? Has it been like a month? And refamiliarize yourself with that conversation. And then number 2, I would go creep on them. Maybe their lives changed since then. Maybe they just had a life-changing event. Maybe they started a new business. Who knows? But you want to be familiar enough with their current status to be able to reach out to them, right? So go creep on them. Go on their Instagram, go on their LinkedIn, see what's happening in their lives so that you have a better idea of where they are in their life at this moment, because you don't want to reach out cold, right? Number 3, actually reach out, make a connection from the heart, right? We all are consumers. We've all been sold to. We've all felt like those cold, hey girl, or these reach out calls. It's like, if you really want to connect with this person, connect from the heart. So you've already looked at your last conversation. You've looked at some of the things that they might be doing now or not doing. And now you can reach out from a place of genuine connection, because that's what it's all about, right? We want to make meaningful connections. And if they turn into business opportunities, great. If not, you've just made another amazing connection with a fabulous human. And I think that's worth it all day long. So with that, that was the one takeaway that I had that came out of my calendar review that was unexpected. So if you did the calendar review, go ahead and make sure that you look at those connections and figure out what would be What would light you up? Who would light you up as you go into the new year? So with that, stay healthy. I'm going to try to do the same. Happy 2022. Happy Money Monday. I'll see you next time.